Hello friends, welcome to another book talk from the Livingston Parish Library. My name is Danielle. I am the youth manager at the Denham Springs Walker Branch Library, and buckle up because this is a good one. As with all of the books in our book talks right now, they are all on the 2020-2021 lyric and litric book lists, and they are all available on Hoopla, Cloud Library, and RB Digital. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my personal favorite genres or themes in middle grade and YA literature right now. It's one of probably the fastest growing themes or genres. It is mythology and retellings. When I say mythology and retellings, they're kind of two separate ideas. So mythology, usually it tells a new story based on mythologies from around the world. And retellings usually take a story that we already know and just put a new spin on it. Sometimes retellings can be about mythology, but not always. For those of you that have been living under a rock, the reason that mythology is such a huge market in middle grade fiction is because of a man named Rick Riordan. Rick Riordan has published several series about mythologies around the world. So he started with Greek mythology with Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and then he moved to Roman and Egyptian and even Norse mythology. And a little known fact that I've been trying to let people know about is he has created a new imprint called Rick Riordan Presents. And the purpose of this imprint is to provide a stage for diverse authors and voices to tell stories based on myths and folklores from various cultures around the world. These stories range from African mythology, Mayan mythology, Japanese, Native American, Indian, and they're all kind of in the same vein as his stories and are very similar, but they just tell of different cultures, and it's really, really cool. So all this to say, our first title of today is a Rick Riordan Presents book. It is about Mayan mythology. It is on our 6th through 8th grade lyric list, and it is called The Storm Runner by J.C. Cervantes. The Storm Runner is about our main character, Zane, who lives in New Mexico next to a dormant volcano. He hikes this volcano with his rescued dog, Rosie, and he is made fun of because he has a disability. One of his legs is shorter than the other, and they don't really know why. He was just always born with it, but he gets made fun of a lot because of it. On his first day at a new school, which he does not want to go to, he meets this girl named Brooks, and she comes to his house mysteriously and tells him that he is destined to release an evil god from prison. Obviously, he doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to destroy the world, so he agrees to work with Brooks in order to stop the prophecy. But of course, there is a lot more going on to the story. There's a lot of secrets, there's a lot of tricky Mayan gods running around, and there's a lot of gross demons trying to get him to fulfill the prophecy. And of course, in true mythology fiction form, someone is descended from a god. There's lots of magical powers to be harnessed for the use of defeating evil. The Storm Runner is really funny, has lots of action and adventure, lots of mythological creatures, and there's a really cute dog sidekick. What more is there? Luckily for you, The Storm Runner is a trilogy. The first 2 books are published, and the third one will be published in September. So our next book is also on the 6th through 8th grade lyric list. This time it has a female protagonist. It is about Indian mythology, and it is called The Serpents Secret by Sayantani Dasgupta. The Serpents Secret follows Kiran Mala, or Kiran for short, who is a princess. Or at least her parents tell her she is, but she doesn't necessarily believe it. That is until her 12th birthday, when her parents vanish and a demon busts up in her kitchen, and then 2 princes tell her that she is in fact a princess. So of course, like any rational 12-year-old, she follows them into a new dimension where there's magic, flying horses, and all the while answering riddles, battling demons, and trying to dodge a giant snake from the underworld. So clearly, Kiran Mala, the interdimensional demon slayer, is the hero that we all need right now. Even though this book is on the 6th through 8th grade lyric list, I honestly think it would be good for younger readers and even like teenage older readers. And it's a trilogy. All 3 books are currently published and on our online platforms. Now we are going to take a turn and talk about retellings. Our next book is on the 9th through 12th grade lyric list, so it's more of a YA selection. This next book is a retelling of Pride and Prejudice, so it is a romance. It is called Pride by Ibby Zoboy. Pride and Prejudice. It is probably one of the more well-known of the romantic classics, so it makes it a prime candidate for a YA retelling. So Pride pretty much follows the same kind of theme as Pride and Prejudice. It follows Zuri, or Zizi for short, who is proud. She has pride in her neighborhood in Brooklyn. She has pride in her family, her culture, and her Afro-Latina roots. And she is upset when her neighborhood is rapidly changing and becoming unrecognizable. People are coming in, updating houses, making prices skyrocket, and the demographic change. One of the main culprits are the very rich Darcys, who come in and update the house across the street and basically change everything. Now, Zuri is very wary of the Darcys. She does not like them, especially Darius. Zuri thinks Darius is snooty. She thinks he looks down on her family and her sisters because she has less money than they do. She sees the way Darius looks down at her and the way his mother looks at their family, but she cannot deny the attraction between the two. Zuri has dreams. She has goals and aspirations. She wants to go to college and make a name for herself, and she doesn't need someone like Darius Darcy with his negative attitude dragging her down. Unless Darius isn't the only one with prejudices. This book has a lot to say. There's a lot on cultural identity, classism, gentrification, the effects of both pride and prejudices. And it's a romance. So if you are really into the hating to dating trope, like I am, then this is a really good one for you. It's a standalone, it's a quick read, and it's a really fun, new, interesting twist on an old tale. And that is it today for our mythology and retelling books on the lyric and litric lists for this year. If you like these types of genres or books, or you have any questions, just let us know. We can always do more book talks later on specific genres or books. And also stay tuned. We will be doing more book talks on all of the books in the lyric and litric lists. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, happy reading.